Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks that had some significant moves this past week. With us to do that is Christine Aquino, managing editor of Markets Live here at Bloomberg News. Christine, let's start with Moderna.
Let's start with Moderna. Of course, we know that we got vaccine guidance from the FDA this week, and investors were actually viewing that as better than expected, right? We got that article in the New England Journal of Medicine from the top officials at the FDA, their vaccine czar, if you will. And basically, the article said that they're not necessarily against COVID vaccinations for adults who are over 65 and for anyone over the age of 6 months who do have comorbidities. And so Bloomberg Intelligence's own Sam Fazeli saying that that guidance might actually increase the uptake of shots, encourage people with comorbidities to go and get it. So yeah, Moderna up 5% this week.
Yeah, they were kind of tossed around, right? Because I think there was concerns and then the good, like better or not as bad news, as you said. So interesting to see. They were one of the top gainers in the S&P 500 this week, Tim.
All right. What about Dollar Tree?
Dollar General, I should say.
Oh, Dollar General.
Yeah, Dollar General. So Dollar General actually not necessarily gaining because of news specific to that company, but because on Tuesday, Walmart said that it will raise prices in order to combat tariff-related headwinds. And so where would people go if things get too expensive at Walmart? To the dollar stores, right? So I'm sure Dollar Tree also got its own lift from that. But yeah, Dollar General, one of the best performers in the S&P 500 this week.
Number 2, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And yeah, again, it is very much a tariff play, right? Investors are betting that move by Walmart could push customers to seek cheaper alternatives, and Dollar General is going to be one of them. And, you know, analysts at KeyBank also looking at some early data ahead of its results on the 3rd of June, and shows that there's strong spending from customers of Dollar General in April. So that bodes really well. You also had Morgan Stanley raising that price target to $85 from $80 previously.
Wait, what did they do?
They raised their price target to $85 from $80 previously.
It's 101 and change.
Okay, so maybe still at a discount.
Well, it's for a year out, right?
Yeah. So they're
and what's their rating? Is it a hold? Is it a buy?
Wow.
Is it a sell?
Coming in hot with the hard questions.
I'm just saying, if you're expected to go down, $20.
That's not great, but maybe they're expected to go down less than other competitors.
I just like having fun with it.
It's like glass half full story, Carol.
You're not getting Uggs at Dollar Tree or Dollar General, Carol.
I am not, but I am at Deckers.
That's the parent company of Teva, Hoka's, and Uggs, Carol's favorite.
I love Uggs. Who doesn't love Uggs?
Not a great week. Uggs are very comfortable. Not a great
Christine,
week.
you have Uggs, right?
I do not have Uggs.
Blasphemy.
I'm so sorry, Carol. I mean, I would love a pair of Uggs, but yeah, I don't happen to own them at the moment. But yes, they did not do well. The owner of Uggs and Hoka running shoes down more than 20%, 21% this week, actually. And that comes after a disappointing fiscal first quarter forecast. A bunch of firms also cutting their price target for the shares. Management declining to provide full year guidance because of macro uncertainty related to global trade policies, which got even more uncertain because, of course, we got those headlines early this morning. President Donald Trump threatening tariffs on the EU as a whole and also Apple specifically as a company.
Kind of interesting. Yeah. One of the biggest decliners in the S&P 500 this week. So definitely a big bite out of that one. What an interesting trade this week.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot that's happened.
Yeah.
Definitely trade tensions back in the limelight. And, it's only going to get worse because there's a lot of volatility. There's a lot of uncertainty there,
Yeah, we definitely saw it play out. Christine, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, great holiday weekend.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.